Okay, here we are just hanging out down below on Rejoicing, and makes us kind of wonder, do we really want to get another boat? But yeah,
Rejoicing is awfully immaculate.
Yeah, she's a little small for what we want, but she is a beautiful boat, and she's she's been a good boat so far.
Absolutely.
And and when you go out and look at other boats, you realize, oh wow, we did get a really good one.
We did. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So we wanted to talk to you about the Catalina 42 Mark II that we saw, and just kind of let you know what we thought about that one. So why don't you get us started, honey?
Sure. So the one we saw was with boat brokers Roger and Dinah.
Yeah.
And it was a spectacular boat overall. It's a 2-cabin configuration with a Pullman berth up front as the owner's suite or stateroom, and then an aft berth as well. And then there's a large storage area, which is on the port side of the boat, just aft of a fairly good-sized galley. The saloon area is super wide open, nice beamy boat, super comfortable seating. What else?
Well, I think it's important to know that there's multiple configurations, and some of them, if you get the 2-berth model, then you do get the nice kitchen that's over on the port side, with some extra storage. If you get the 3-berth model, then you have an inline kitchen, so then your salon isn't quite so roomy. So we definitely preferred that. Up above, I loved the cockpit, and I thought it lacked a little storage, though, a little convenient storage. I mean, there was deep storage, but it just wasn't super convenient. And I love the side decks, nice, wide, easy to access to your foredeck on the side decks.
Yeah, I would say of any boat we've seen, the Catalina 42 Mark II has the clearest side decks. The way they did the chain plates for the shrouds, they're inboard, and the way that they're oriented is parallel to the way you're walking. So they just don't get in your way at all.
Makes a big difference.
So overall, we love that boat.
Yeah, it had a, I don't remember if you said this, but it had a Pullman berth.
Yes, I said that.
Okay, but that gave you a really large head and shower for your owner's cabin. But we would really prefer probably a center berth if we had the choice. And those are a little bit hard to come by.
Yes, so to clarify, some Catalina 42 Mark IIs do come with an island berth for the owner's berth. But you do have to keep in mind it's way up in the bow, just aft of the chain locker. And so, I mean, if you're doing overnight sails, unless you're in unusually calm water, that's not going to be a picnic. It's probably not going to be workable. So for overnight sails, you have to think about using the aft cabin.
Or converting your salon. The salon table, you can lower that and put a
And actually, as long as you get the 2-cabin configuration, you're going to have a settee on one side, which will be, I believe, to starboard. And then to port, you'll have the whole dinette seating, and so you could rig it to just sleep on that settee for whoever's sleeping while the other one is on watch.
The cockpit includes a center helm, and the instruments are very conveniently arranged. We really liked the stern rail seats, and the way the rail curved gave you a little extra room. Despite my complaints, there is ample storage, and there is a little small convenient storage in the 2-cabin version, as well as storage in the cockpit table. This boat had an electric cabin top winch with bags to organize the sheets. We thought the storage was very cleverly done on this boat in the galley. I especially liked the pop-out compartment for flatware, and then above the sink there was a shelf with pegs that could hold plates. There's a dry storage next to the sink, and then a refrigerator with a small freezer to the left of the stove. There's a second head with access from the salon and the aft cabin. The sink faucet can be hung on the wall to convert into a shower. The aft cabin has a hanging locker and drawers, providing plenty of storage. The owner's cabin also has 2 hanging lockers and lots of drawers, including drawers under the bed. The Catalina 42 Mark II is definitely on our short list, especially if we can find that centerline cabin. We really like the roomy cockpit and the spaciousness down below. Blair gives a great explanation of these numbers in episode 26, but we're looking for a comfort ratio in the mid-25s or better. The PHRF is good at 96, that means it's a fast boat. Ideally, the capsize ratio should be under 2, but experts seem to agree that this boat is a safe boat.
Yeah, so that's our take on the Catalina 42 Mark II. Hope that was helpful for you.
And I should add, the one we saw up there in Alameda with Roger and Dinah, it had a really nice in-mast furling system.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It was a one-owner boat. He had kept it immaculate. And to be clear, we called Roger and Dinah, I believe it was the next morning, and said we wanted to put an offer in. And after the boat had been on the market 5 months or so, lo and behold, someone else put an offer in late that night, right after we saw it. So we missed a chance on that one. It was priced, at the time, we felt like it was priced higher than where we were willing to go. So that might have been a sticking point anyway, but really, really gorgeous boat.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up.